What's going on YouTube? Today we'll be taking a look under the hood of my 2011 Ford F-150 5.0 liter V8, where unfortunately my AC side serpentine belt has gone bad. Now, I can't get to that belt without taking off the main drive belt. So, what I'll be doing is showing you how to remove both of them and put them back on. All you really need for this job is a breaker bar with a 3/8 inch drive, a 15mm socket, an 8mm socket with optional extension, or a flathead screwdriver, and again, optionally, a ratchet. And if you're anything like me, a Haynes repair manual. Now, this video is in no way, shape, or form sponsored by Haynes. However, it's my personal preference. I use it anytime I get under the hood of my vehicle. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can go online and order one yourself. Before we get into the video, if you'd like to see more content like this in the future, hit that like and subscribe button, hit the bell icon for notifications, and go ahead and share it with your buddies. Now, in order to do this, we have to take out the air intake so we can get past it and get down into here. And in order to do that, you have 3 little clips back here, and you look over here by the throttle body, you have this 8mm screw holding in that clamp, which you could also use a flathead screwdriver to take off. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to take that off now. Fortunately for me, it's pretty easy to do. Just loosen that up nice and easy. Here's where the fun begins. Right here you have a sensor. Unfortunately, my harness broke, but it still does its job. I should probably invest in a new one. But underneath that is a little red clip. I'm going to zoom in on right now for you. So right here is the red clip that you got to pop out. Be careful with it, because underneath you have a little button you can push to pull it out. That's what it's going to look like. Now we can go ahead and move this out of the way. Take off this air filter. Here we go. Make sure that you get any debris that falls in there and take it out. And now with this side loosened, all you have to do is kind of wiggle it out of there. All right. That was pretty simple. Now I'm going to leave this up here so I keep it out of my way. Now down here you have your main drive belt tensioner pulley that takes a 15mm socket. Have it connected right here to my breaker bar. I'm going to give it a turn counterclockwise. You can see as I do that, it releases the tension of the pulley itself. So while you have this done, you're going to reach inside the engine bay and pull that belt off of those pulleys. Once that is completed, you're going to find that you have another one over here. And this one's just going to take that 3/8 inch drive. You're going to slip it in. And once you get that done, you're going to turn clockwise and you'll see the belt around it release tension. When you get that done, you'll be able to get in there and remove that belt as well. Now, unfortunately, I can't find a way to get the camera down into the engine bay and record while I'm taking the pulleys out or putting them on. However, I will offer you a diagram so that you can see exactly how they need to go. With that said, I will show you the pulley that I needed to replace and how bad it was. Oh man, that is brutal. That is nasty. Wow. Also, make sure to check your manufacturing date, as this is a 2011 5.0 V8. Now, prior to February 16, 2011, they had a 6-rib serpentine belt. I'm not sure what it is on models after that, but there are 2 separate versions of it. If you followed along with the steps to remove both serpentine belts, and you followed the diagram, you put the AC side on first, and then the driver's side on second, you can now begin to put the air intake back on to your throttle body and your air filter, and connect your sensor. Here we're going to go ahead and drop that down into here. Go ahead and make sure that's on nice and snug. Get your flathead or 8mm socket. Make sure to tighten it up. Come back here, put this back on where it goes. Put the 3 clips back on. Make sure to reconnect the sensor. Make sure to push the little red button back in. Double check for any hoses that may have come undone. And then you should be good to go. Just a reminder, we are going to take off the main drive belt first, and then move on to the AC side belt second. And when you put them on, you're going to put them back on in reverse order. Now, with everything reassembled and both belts on, you want to go ahead and start up the vehicle just to ensure that everything you did, in fact, works. Now, it's also very common while you do this that you pull one of those radiator hoses out of its place, in which case you want to double check while you're doing this entire process that you did not do that so you don't get any unnecessary leaks on your vehicle.